don't know if the rest of America realizes just how significant, what an earthquake this really is, what's happened this evening. Let's find out, why did Massachusetts decide to reject the Kennedy legacy? This is a seat that's been in the hands of Democrats for decades, and yet you voted no. What was it?
Because Massachusetts is starting a civilized American revolution. I'm so proud we can be part of it. We're tired of them ignoring us. We need checks and balances. It is.
Scott Brown got it right. Yeah. He's a Jack Kennedy Democrat, not a Ted Kennedy Democrat.
But he's a Republican.
No, you're right. But his politics are Jack Kennedy's. They're tax cuts because they work.
We have health care reform here in Massachusetts. Nobody got upset. It was bipartisan. We're not all liberals, but we have something that we can be proud of here. The president went negative on the American people. He tore down doctors. He tore down patients. He tore down insurance companies. We're cooperating to take care of each other.
Do you realize the message that was sent?
All politics is local. Brown ran a good campaign and Coakley ran a poor campaign.
Is that what it is? Is that why people voted?
Politics is not. This election is setting the stage nationally. Wake up. What is happening with Ted Kennedy's seat is it's going to stop what is the craziness in Washington.
It's an end to politics as usual. Massachusetts finally woke up.
More than half the voters in this state are registered independents. This is the first time that I can remember in my life that we truly are able, my vote mattered. And that showed a real message to Washington. The times are right for the change, not the change that we were promised during the last election.
You agree with that?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Actually, the people in this state actually are with Martha Coakley. I think the message this is sending is about health care, and it's about jobs and the economics of this country. But I think socially people agree with Martha Coakley.
But is it a rejection of Obama's economic plan?
Yes.
Yes?
I think that it has partly to do with that. I do.
A very impatient electorate expected Obama in 10 months to overdo 8 years of the chaos that was the George Bush administration.
But remember that it was Brown himself who said, stop blaming the past, let's focus on the future. Aren't you following?
Here's the change.
The past includes that deficit and all of the problems that we have now.
So triple the deficit.
Go ahead.
Well, just because it's changed, it's not necessarily right, and I don't think the country was ready for a complete healthcare overhaul.
So Obama went too far.
Socially right. Yeah. At this time in the economic standing, yeah.
The voters expressed how disappointed they were with the promises made, open and bipartisan, and it was not done that way. So people have said, okay, that's enough. We're going to go and have not one-party rule.
So to you, it wasn't necessarily as much about the philosophy, but about the way he behaved politically?
The execution of it, yes.
Go ahead.
For me, it's a message to Washington that was sick and tired of the arrogance and was sick and tired of them ignoring the will of the majority of American people.
By show of hands, how many of you are sick and tired? How many of you are mad as hell? Now again, this is the home of liberalism in America. You voted for Obama.
I did.
What's the problem?
It's, you know what? I don't think really everyone here is upset with Obama. I think it's the Democratic congressional leaders that are pushing him in a direction, and he doesn't understand that that's not where this country wants to go.
Show of hands, who bothers you more, Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi? Who says Barack Obama? Who says Nancy Pelosi? So this is a vote against Nancy Pelosi.
Thank you.
Patricia, your reaction. Did you vote for Obama?
Yes, I did.
Has he lived up to what you expected?
Somewhat.
Why only somewhat?
Well, for myself as a person of color, I feel like that even though, you know, he is our president, African American, I still feel like there is a lot of struggles that we still have to overcome. People of color as well as.
Go ahead, Greg. I'm sorry, you raised your hand in front of her.
I don't understand this bit with Obama is black. If Obama were a horrible person, black people would be saying, hey, he's not black, his mother was white. I don't understand that.
I'm disappointed in what we've done as a state, but I hope that we can take advantage of that and actually work in Washington, and Nancy Pelosi and Obama can actually do something bipartisan and make something good happen with this election.
So what do you want the rest of America to know about what happened tonight?
Well, I'm delighted that we elected Scott Brown tonight, and I think it's a message to President Obama that he's the president of all the United States, not just the far left, all of us.
I think that this is a wonderful day for the state of Massachusetts, and much like we did years ago, I think today we threw the tea in the harbor as far as we're concerned with Washington.
That's a great way to end. If you want to participate in one of these Fox News focus groups, we're going to be all across the country for the rest of 2010, you need to go to theworddoctors.com. If you want to sign up, go to theworddoctors.com, and you too can participate. You have a good experience? Yes. You excited about democracy? Yes. Who here is happy with tonight's result?